I'm 40 and I grew up here.
Flooding both catastrophic and historic. Lynn Hins had to preserve it on home video.
This would be downtown Rushford.
Now they no longer need canoes to get through town. The few areas still flooded are being pumped out. It's the sludge left behind that's made this small city a bit too slick to reopen for business.
It'll take a long time.
Hopefully it'll be okay.
Just east in Hoka, time is the one thing John and Jean Kolsch have too much of. Time wondering if they'll be able to put back together the backyard the storms washed away.
Never found my metal sculpture.
The deck and shed are ruined. The birdhouses and sculptures buried in mud.
This black one I found down along Highway 16.
Now they're finding out insurance won't cover flooding, a risk they never knew they were taking.
I never felt that I was living on the edge. I mean, there was 20 feet of dirt behind the house, you know. That wasn't perfectly level, but it had a slope on it where you could mow it and stuff. That deck we have out there was only like 3.
And this is the worst disaster that's hit southeastern Minnesota in a lifetime.
The destruction, overwhelming, even to those government leaders who've witnessed Mother Nature's wrath elsewhere.
This is incredibly widespread, and I think many of us, even when you hear about it, until you get down there on the streets of some of these cities, you can't imagine it. And as the sun was going down, as I said, and it's raining, and you walk up to people and ask them they got a place to stay, and they said, looks like my neighbors are taking care of me, we got a place, we're going up there, but they don't know what tomorrow's going to bring.
So most importantly, our hearts and prayers go out to those individuals who've been lost in this natural disaster and their families.
Governor Pawlenty toured the devastation earlier today. The state sent more than 225 National Guard soldiers to aid in the hardest hit spots.
But I think we can also take heart in the fact that in times of disaster, whether it be tornado, whether it be flood, whether it be blizzard, Minnesotans always rally to help one another and to help communities who've gone through this distress and this trauma.
The scary thing, the worst may not be over yet.
With the saturation in the ground, it's not going to take an awful lot, you know, for possibly trees to fall. It's a soaked ground, and for possibly water to start running hard again. So we have to see what develops, but we certainly don't want to send people back into an unsafe environment.
And even though the waters might recede right now, please don't go back home because more water is on the way.